Far Cry 6's narrative director has issued a public statement after an answer he gave in an interview proved controversial. In a conversation with The Gamer, director Navid Kavari said the Far Cry 6 team didn't want to make a political statement. That might seem strange considering it's a game where you lead a revolution against the fascist director of an island resembling Cuba, especially as Ubisoft has even spoken with Cuban guerrilla fighters from the 50s and 60s to model their experiences in the game. In a post on Far Cry's website, Kavari has now corrected and seemingly reversed his position, saying, "Our story is political, a story about a modern revolution must be." For years, Ubisoft wouldn't admit to the political themes of its games, but there seems to have been a shift at the publisher. After the reveal of Watch Dogs Legion, the development team was very open that the game was a response to Brexit and the rise of authoritarian politics in the UK. Sticking with Far Cry 6 news, fans spotted the game's map hidden in a recent preview video. It's only on camera for a few seconds, but the map reveals just how big the game's island of Yara is, potentially even larger than all the previous Far Cry games. The main island looks to be split into 4 distinct regions, with a second, smaller island for you to visit. Presumably, at the start of the game, they will all be under the control of the evil El Presidente, and it will be up to you to free them. How much would you pay for a single chicken nugget? When desperate, $1 maybe? Okay, but what if I told you it looked like one of the crewmates in Among Us? You'd cough up this much, right? I hope so, because you'd need to have bid at least that to grab the one that just sold on eBay. Seller Polisner listed the admittedly spot-on lookalike McDonald's nugget earlier this week, and it rapidly started pulling in huge bids. The seller says they'll freeze and seal the nugget to keep it fresh, but would anyone really be able to bring themselves to eat the crewman after spending so much on it? After much teasing and many leaks, EA has announced the date of its Battlefield 6 reveal. The huge shooter is rumoured to be a return to the series' fundamentals, maybe scrapping single player entirely. An image from a leaked trailer shows off its near-future setting. We don't have long to wait. The game's official reveal is set for June 9th. We may not even have to wait that long if the leakers have their way. Nintendo has won a massive lawsuit against the owner of a piracy website. The publisher sued the owner of ROM Universe back in 2019, claiming that the site had hosted and shared illegal copies of its games. After hearing the case, a judge has now ruled in Nintendo's favour, demanding that the owner, Matthew Storman, pays $2.1 million in damages for copyright infringement. Storman may not see it as getting off lightly, but Nintendo originally sued for $15 million. The poor launch of Cyberpunk 2077 has hit its developer hard. CD Projekt Red spent more than $300 million developing the game, and despite multiple delays at launch, Cyberpunk was plagued with bugs. In a new financial statement, the company admitted its profits were down by an eye-watering 64% compared to last year, though it puts a lot of the blame on Sony, who still won't stock Cyberpunk in the PlayStation Store. That's all for this episode of Roundup. We'll be back next week with the biggest gaming stories, so make sure to like, subscribe and follow so you don't miss out.